Welcome to a quick video regarding the Sherman Mudguard, which has just come out, well, a few weeks ago. Thought I'd better do a video on it though, and actually see how it does perform in real life. Now, what better time than winter time? And there's been logging in the forest, so I was able to take it out and give it a thorough, good testing, and the results have been pretty pleasing, to be honest. It's a nice, big, long, sweeping mudguard, and it simply clips on, so there's no need to drill holes or anything like that. Basically, just hook it on. It's a brilliant little bit of kit, really. Nicely formed, it's not 3D printed, so it's not going to snap. Nicely molded. So it's a thumbs up in terms of its performance, to be fair. What I found is, even in the back of my car, when it fell backwards, it didn't rip the mudguard back off, seeing as it's clip-on. Not that I recommend letting it keep drop onto the back of the mudguard, but nonetheless, it held up. It didn't rattle or fall off during the entire ride that I took, so that's pretty good. All this area here, from where I went through today, would be absolutely caked all over the top, up here, over the top, and right up your bum. And so it stopped all that. One of my biggest bugbears without it on, never mind you getting muddy, that's fair enough, I can wear waterproofs and things like that, but the rear light getting caked during a long ride, like on the road, or even if you're on the mud, of course, that it gets covered up, and if it's night time, you have to keep stopping every couple of miles and make sure you wipe it down. So this is brilliant. And of course, who wants to be covered in water and mud and road gunk and things like that? You don't, do you? And so this covers that off. So simple clip-on mudguard. You couldn't ask for more, really. You get it, clip it on, keeps all the water and the mud off your back. It's a pretty simple thing. Doesn't need a complex video to explain what a mudguard is. But after testing it thoroughly in the forest, these vent holes here, I'm not sure why they've got vent holes. I think it's because what would happen is you'd have a build-up of mud. Due to its size, you'd eventually have a build-up of mud, and it allows it to escape. But of course, it doesn't spray up. It catches it, and then any huge amount of water drips out and pushes its way out. So that's an interesting one, but it worked fine. Yeah, no issues whatsoever. So yeah, the other thing is, when I was dropping it down the steps, I was carrying it down the steps from work. The height is enough to go up, basically drop off a curb, a standard size curb that we've got here in the UK anyway. So when you, obviously if you're dropping it down something, not riding off, where you give yourself a bit of space as you jump off, you actually push off and you give yourself some clearance. If you're just wheeling it down some steps, as long as they're not huge, of course, the distance between the bottom of the tyre and this lip sticking out is enough. So it didn't. That's the first thing I thought. I'm going to drop it down a step. I'm going to drop it onto a step and it's going to flip the thing out. But it's got clearance, about that much clearance. So yeah, fine, no problems whatsoever. Does its job, it's all good. If you want to get one, there at speedyfeet.co.uk. Now if you go to unicycles, you click on it, you'll see parts. There's a little parts section. If you click on that, it takes you to all the parts, which is hundreds of parts. But in the top corner you'll see, not quite the very top, but the top of that search result, is a little filter. You click on that and you've got a whole load of models, and then you select the model you want and it brings up all the parts related to that model. Very neat and very handy. So go and check it out, go and get one, simply clip it on, job done. Come summer, if you didn't want it on there, you just unclip it. It's really, really simple, no problems at all. So I hope that's kind of given a bit of insight and a bit of help. Yeah, and I will see you on the next video, whatever that may be.